Running this channel covering indie games has afforded me the opportunity to connect with the devs that actually make the games that I show here on the channel. And one of those developers by the name of Alexandri, I'm not going to say his last name because I'm probably going to butcher it, but I am going to pop it up on the screen for you to see his full name. I have covered a couple of his games on the channel already, that being the Duck Kamikaze Strikes Back, which is a hard duck-based platformer, and then Grand Theft Auto, which is a survival-style roguelike with grandmas, and those games are really fun. And today I get the pleasure of talking about his next game that is releasing today on July the 17th, which is called It's Chopping Time. And the description of that game says, summon the mighty power of gods in this fun incremental game about chopping down trees on a secluded island by using the forces of nature, earthquakes, sunbeams, tornadoes, hail, lightning strikes, and tidal waves. It's chopping time. This is a very addicting game. This reminds me a lot of the games that I used to play. If you were old enough to remember the site addictinggames.com, I don't even know if that site's still available. Essentially, it was a bunch of collection of like short flash-based games that you would just play when you're sitting in class waiting for your next test or waiting just for the time to pass. And that reminds me so much of games like that where I would just be clicking around and just getting addicted to some of these games, as the name implies. And that is exactly the feeling that It's Chopping Time gets. So what exactly is this game about? It's a very relaxing, idle-based incremental game where you're just moving your mouse and you're chopping down trees, and all the trees you chop down, they give you an amount of money and the amount of wood based on the type of tree that you get. But the fun really comes in when you get into the upgrade schemes. The main mode that you have a limited amount of time to chop down as many trees as possible to collect the resources that you have, and then you go into the upgrade screen and you use those resources to upgrade things like your clicker to make the mouse bigger, to upgrade the amount of trees that you get on the screen. And the most devastating abilities that you get are the elemental abilities, like the power of the sun to spark flames in all the trees to chop them down a lot quicker, the power of earthquake to shake them down a lot faster, tidal waves, tornadoes, hail, ice, all different things that you can use in order to chop down the most trees available. And you start off with green trees, and then you get red trees, black trees, all different types of trees to chop them down as fast as possible. You get this massive upgrade tree that just expands and expands and expands, and the insanity ensues with the amount of things that are happening on the screen as you're getting money and wood, and things are just popping off, flying everywhere. It's fun to see numbers go up and the numbers fly off of the screen, and that's the most addicting part of that, because you want to see how high these numbers can get, and that's the beauty and the fun of the addicting part of this game. There are a number of different modes that you can choose from as well, and each are unlocked as you unlock things in the main mode. So you have your main god mode where you're just unlocking things and abilities as you upgrade your trees, and then you have set modes where you have a set amount of abilities and you have a set amount of time to chop down the most trees possible to gain the most amount of money possible. And each one of those modes has a leaderboard associated with it, as well as an achievement associated with it as well. So you're just gaining achievements and you're trying to get the best score possible. And as you continue to unlock upgrades in the main mode, more modes will expand and you will get all the modes available until you get to the very end of the main mode and you have all the modes available. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not that complicated, but in its simplicity, there is the fun and the addictiveness of this game. Something to note about this is that Alexandri himself drew all of the art for this game, and it's actually pretty nice. I love the little blocky waves in the background, the music. Even though it's one track, actually it's pretty vibey. I adore the music of this game, so that's fun as well. I'm enjoying to see Alexandri's work and to see the different types of games that he's done, because he's done literally 3 different types of games, so it's fun to see all the things that he's cooking up. So I'm excited to talk about this game. It's Chopping Time. Again, it's pretty simple, but also fun and addicting to see numbers go up. If you want to try out It's Chopping Time, there is a free demo available right now for you to play, or you can get the game for yourself today, which is the release day of July the 17th. I've spent so many hours playing this game just to see how high my numbers can get, and it's a lot of fun. Thank you, Alexandri, for always being a big supporter of the Basically Fun channel, for me covering indie games. And I love covering indie games in a way that feels personal, because I love to have the connection of someone who I've never met in person, but we've chatted over comments and over email. I'm glad to be able to shout out your project, and I hope more people put eyes on it and check it out, and check out your other works. Please check out his other games, the Duck Kamikaze Strikes Back or Grand Theft Auto. If you want to see me cover those, I will have those in the description, as well as the videos that will pop out at the end. And of course, you can stick around for any of the other videos I've done on the channel so far, like my Steam Next Fest videos or the video I did recently on Ascend to Zero. So yeah, check those out as well. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Chike, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.